Well, hello everybody and welcome in to Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 1 reaction, Stephen. It's Chapter 17. We're doing chapters. There is no name.
No.
It is merely Chapter 17.
Yeah.
Did they update it?
Sometimes.
As it goes on?
Yeah.
Of course, Stephen, they've got little Grogu as the main image.
He's back.
Grogu, who was gifted over to Luke Skywalker at the end of Season 2, but as we get filled in that episode, random episode in the middle of the Book of Boba Fett, he came back to his sort of possession.
Yeah, Grogu's aren't just for Christmas, folks.
Strange.
That's the message. They're not just for Christmas, they're for life.
Grogu's almost involved in a strange, sordid love triangle between Luke Skywalker, him, and obviously Din Djarin. It's weird, they're fighting over this little alien creature. And yeah, he's just stuck in the middle with you.
John, you said before we came on that you would have preferred if he wasn't in it.
I was, yeah.
And I actually understand your reasoning for that as well. I think, you know, and you actually mentioned this, that he is the sort of emotional linchpin in this whole thing, because everyone else is wearing helmets, you can't see what they're doing, only their voices, and very few times, obviously.
The only thing that's got an emotional range is a fucking puppet. Yeah,
yeah. And I was peeved. I've got to be honest. I was peeved in the Book of Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett, as a entirety, pissed me off. It was just bad. There's a couple of moments in it I liked. The Sarlacc pit stuff was pretty good, but it just wasn't great. Funnily enough, John, we talked about it as well just before we came on. This is now my second most favourite Lucasfilm TV series. Now it's Andor. That's the sort of benchmark that they have to be reaching for. It's been over 2 years since we had a Mandalorian series.
Crazy, isn't it?
December 2020 was the last time, John, and obviously it was that epic episode, wasn't it, with Luke Skywalker's sort of entrance and taking him away, and the first opportunity to get, he's returned, and that really pissed me off.
Yeah, Stephen, the last thing I'll say before we get into it, the only reason I really would have liked to have seen him not being in this season is purely because he's almost overwhelming The Mandalorian, and it's titled The Mandalorian. I understand they're both intrinsically linked to going on this journey together, but I'd like to focus more on the actual Mando and let Luke have Grogu, and he can teach him the ways of the Force.
Could have came back at some other point, you know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to be.
I'm just waiting for the moment Grogu dons the helmet and says, "This is the way." Starts shouting.
How's he going to get those ears in there?
Yeah, I have to cut them out. Is that cheating? I don't know. Shall we get into it?
Yes.
Play. It's a pensive. Harry Potter fans will know what I'm talking about there. That's a little in-joke between us. This, I'm not sure what this is.
That's quick.
It's certain, it looks like a helmet.
I like watching things like this.
Not great, is it?
Looks a bit plasticky.
Not your best work. I'd be smouldering that back down and starting again. We're saying this is Din Djarin when he was younger?
I think so, yeah. Some of the helmets are terrible.
So did they just do like a sort of longer bowl cut where they just cut round the helmet for the hair?
Yeah, maybe.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors
that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
That I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
And the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
And the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
What if it doesn't fit? Got to cut that hair.
That little sound there, that's the Vader helmet sound, wasn't it?
It doesn't make any sense for that though. Because with Vader, he was sort of hermetically sealed, wasn't he? Because it was like a life support suit.
It was the oxygen connecting to the helmet.
It's just a fucking helmet going on their head.
From this moment on, I shall never remove my helmet.
From this moment on, I have.
Wait a minute, I've got a bogey.
If you get a nosebleed.
Whoa. That was pretty good.
It's a bit 1993 Jurassic Park.
Young ones to the gate! Get back!
Younglings.
It's Harley when he sees me.
Yes.
To the sky!
To the
That's
sky! Fuck's sake. Got a shell in its back. Was a bit Boba Fett, Boba Fett. Hey, I see what you did there, my man. I'm on the side of this creature, I'm not going to lie. Fucking ragdoll on them, love it. Yes. Go on there, biggin. CG's actually quite impressive, to be fair. Dodgy in parts, but a decent effort.
A flamethrower?
It's like what?
No, I thought it was a flamethrower.
Oh yeah, oh that would be cool. Wouldn't it? Oh, so it's not a flashback. 'Cause this is Din Djarin with a new starship, isn't it?
Ah,
Is it the Naboo starfighter?
yeah.
Oh wow.
Don't forget your sunscreen. I do like that vehicle though.
Yeah, it's class, yeah. I wonder if that's come out in Lego yet. I think it has. We need to get it.
Wouldn't mind it's a hot toy. Hey.
I'd mind the £500 it'd cost to get it though. That's the apostate, it has got a name. Just Disney are so fucking lazy they won't put it on the website.
It's a secret.
The Ludwig Göransson score though is sublime. It's one of the best parts of this TV show. It's like a character in its own right. Just phenomenal.
You have removed your helmet.
I'm sorry, did you want to die?
You did so of your own free will. You are no longer Mandalorian.
The Creed teaches us of redemption.
Redemption is no longer possible since the destruction.
How do they eat?
But what if the mines
Liquid.
of Mandalore still exist?
All was destroyed in the Purge.
Is this inscription not Mandalorian?
Is that a cow?
Looks like kryptonite.
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Jawas. They came upon it by trade from a traveler who claimed to have visited
We
the
need to watch,
surface
do a
of
watch along for
Mandalore.
that film.
We
tell
do.
me. That'd be hilarious.
Relic only proves that Mandalore's entire surface has been crystallized by fusion rays.
But a traveler was able to retrieve this. If I visit the planet and I can bring you proof that I have bathed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore, the decree of exile will be lifted and I would be redeemed.
Would you want it though, Dean?
Raging.
That's a stupid concept to have to wear a fucking helmet all the time.
Yeah.
It's just not practical.
Certainly for an audience member, it's not.
This is the way.
It's for them. Fucking hell. Doesn't make any sense. How do you eat, as you said, Stephen?
And I will see you again.
How do they mate? Not that I want to think about that, but how do they mate? Do they keep their helmet on
Helmet on, yeah.
and everything else off? Kinda weird.
Even if you got a pouch, I don't know.
Grogu's like that. You're better off without them, da. Fuck them. Losers.
That's brilliant visual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the teeth. Crack me up.
Yeah.
What is this? I don't get this. What is this?
I'm sure there was something in, was it Rebels or the Clone Wars? Where it was like space whales or some crazy fucking shit like that.
Okay.
I think there was something like that. I don't know if
He's
that's what that is.
Tatooine.
Oh, I don't know. I want to see Tatooine ever again.
Let's go to a
Nevins.
place that's like Tatooine.
Yes.
Jakku. It's like the old Doctor Who. They used to use a quarry for
In London.
what's it called, Gallifrey.
Here to meet an old friend.
Yeah, somebody said that before you met. I'm not gonna regroup with the others. I've got a promise to make to an old friend.
Welcome to the Fort of Navarro, gem of the Outer Rim.
This is much better than Tatooine, to be fair.
Yeah.
Set design's fantastic.
Yeah.
Salacious Beacrum. Did we ever get their species?
No, I don't think so. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Enjoy the
It's like a
thrills
who's who of
of black lava canyons
Star Wars
soaked in the geothermal springs.
A
in
lot
different
has changed
forms.
around here.
Statue.
Sorry?
A statue
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah, that's the IG, unit,
yeah.
isn't it?
Do you remember your old friend?
9.
We are an official trade spur of the Hydean Way. We've got a construction boom going on in the city. The Belters are mining the asteroid fields at the edge of the system. There's a lot of money to be made on Navarro.
I can see.
You and the little one, you can settle down, you can hang up your blaster, live off the fat of the land.
He ain't going to do that.
Come again?
His name is Grogu.
If you say so. Come, I want to show you something.
That's just a dig at the wider sort of Star Wars fandom, isn't it?
Yeah.
He'll forever be Baby Yoda.
Flats.
I appreciate the offer, but I have some matters to look after. I completed my quest. He returned to me. I removed my helmet, and now I'm an apostate.
No problem. You may be an apostate, but here you'd be landed
That was cool.
gentry.
Magistrate.
High magistrate.
High magistrate, apologies.
What is that face all about, man?
There's someone here to see you.
It can wait.
But it's pirates.
Sounds like old Smash adverts. The robots.
My way, or I'll split your circuits.
Oh, my socks.
Stand aside, droid. Don't you know who we are?
No, and I don't care either.
That'll be enough of that.
You're a shit stain.
Grief, Karga, my old friend. I knew you wouldn't insult us. Come, join us for a drink.
You wouldn't insult us.
Let's continue this conversation back in my office.
Why are pirates always like cockneys, man? They were for fucking Cornwall, West Country. Bristol. They didn't speak like that.
Your cut of my boss's treasure that built this saloon.
Come. Join me for a drink back at my office. We'll toast to your captain.
We drink here.
That is a school now.
I say it's still a bar. Now
Oh, you say it
bring
wrong.
us a drink.
Is there a problem here, Magistrate?
Is there a problem here?
Not if you serve me a drink.
Not in my school.
You hear that, boys? His school. You paid us for murder and mayhem inside these doors.
Yeah, times change. That kid.
Sounds like you went soft.
You think so?
That outfit's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's great makeup though.
Yeah.
Tell Captain Dorian Shark that Navarro is no longer friendly to pirates.
Like that. That was like a proper western.
Yeah. Very
Proper,
tense.
proper standoff. What an idiot.
Get out of here, Vane.
You hear that, boys? Oh, fuck, where are they?
Sure you want to let him go?
You'll let it be known that Navarro is respectable now, and not to be trifled with.
No, he won't. He'll come back with more dweeps.
I need a marshal.
What about Marshal Doom?
After she brought in Moff Gideon, she was recruited by Special Forces.
And what came of Gideon?
He was sent off to a New Republic war tribunal. So,
He'll be back.
you ready to put on the stripes and collect a healthy stipend? You'd make a very fine lawman.
Why not request one from the New Republic?
Under my watch, Navarro will become the first truly independent trade anchor in this entire sector.
I can't serve as your marshal. I have something pressing to attend to.
Apologies. I didn't know you were here on business.
I'm looking for cameras in that helmet there. The
Yeah.
reflection. I couldn't see any.
I need him back.
He's a statue.
IG-11 was destroyed on the lava river. This is just a statue.
These are his parts, are they not?
I mean, what's left of him?
I need a droid I can trust to help me explore
Are we
Mandalore.
going to get Taika back here?
He's that droid.
Mando, we've got plenty of droids around here. We'll find you one, I guarantee it.
Let me give it a shot.
Bringing the old gang back here. No stakes at all in this show. We got
Yeah.
emotional when Grogu left. We got emotional when he was self-destructed. Now they're all coming back.
There. He's hooked up to power. Let's see if we can wake him up.
I don't think he'll be successful in this though. Maybe? No?
That's a cool robot, that.
Yes, yes.
Subparagraph 16 of the Bondsman Guild Protocol will immediately produce said acid to be terminated.
That's creepy.
Terminate acid.
Sounded like he called him Creed.
Mando, shoot it! Shoot it!
That's a weird looking
That,
face
that
on
was actually quite impressive. It was like
That's in your
proper
head.
impressive stop motion.
that. Yeah.
I think he defaulted to his old programming.
If it was stop motion.
Have IG back to his old self in no time.
Are you sure they're up for it? I don't think I can handle him with all his limbs if things go scud.
Why don't you ask him for yourself? The Anzellans.
Wow.
That's the little guy, isn't it? What was he called again in Rise of Skywalker?
Is that the same character?
I don't know if it's the same one, but it's of his species.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. Is that the one that made 3PO's eyes go red?
Yeah. Remember that? He tried to spin that as him going evil. Oh, what a shite.
I couldn't care less.
Or dying.
Okay.
And likewise, I couldn't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
I don't understand. Do you speak Huttese?
Mando, he said...
Don't understand a word you're saying, boy.
That's no good. I need this one. This one is my friend.
He says the memory circuit is shot.
Well, put in a new one.
Don't make do.
Just get Ray in, she'll translate it.
Said that they're very hard to find.
I got it.
Buy new droid. This one voodoo.
Podo.
How did he get in
Can
there?
you fix it without the
Yeah.
memory circuit?
Yes, but I can do things. Yep, but open up not a thing.
What if I find you the part?
Okay, nothing, no problem. We take.
If you can get a new part, he says he can fix it.
And here we have the episodic story.
Why does he keep repeating everything he says? I can
I know.
understand what he's saying.
Sorry about that. He's young.
He's only 70 years old.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy, because you never know where you might be headed next. You determine your range by looking at your fuel gauge. And this is your enemy.
That's trouble.
Hang on, kid. We got pirates.
It's probably that pirate.
Yeah.
Really?
Mandalorian. You can't
Yeah.
just sneak away after cutting down 4 of my brothers in cold blood.
They were pricks. Just like you.
Pirate King Gorian Shard.
You're the prick though, mate.
Answer to him.
Gorian Shard should stick to hijacking and ransoming.
After him.
You're in one.
That's just right, yeah, isn't that, yeah.
Squid face.
You must believe in nightmares. You're in one.
It reminds me of that thing, you know, the sort of Thanos'
Yeah.
sort of underling.
Yeah, the arsehole that gets sucked out
Yeah.
of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated him.
The one Tony Stark called Squidsworth.
Yeah. He was an utter bellend of a character.
Wow.
Is that not with the Black Order or something like that? That's what they were talking about, wasn't it?
This is homage to Empire Strikes Back here.
Yeah. I'm getting more Attack of the Clones. I'm waiting on a seismic charge.
Has anyone got eyes on the Mandalorian? Not yet.
Oh, you're dead, mate. I've always found that race to be utter shit. Told you. Useless.
Looks like you're going to be left yourselves again.
Oh, that was good, that was good.
This is what I came here to see, space battles.
Bringing the Mandalorian to you, Captain.
Dink Ferric. They have a target lock on us.
You're going to have to think fast then.
You're outgunned.
State of that.
Quarrel with you, Gorian Shard.
Ha! What a kind sentiment from a man who just destroyed 4 of my fighters.
Yeah, because they were idiots.
Surrender your ship and I'll spare your life.
No.
Kid, never trust a pirate.
It's like Pizza the Hut.
What was that?
Do you remember that Pizza the Hut?
Yeah. Yeah.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Planet in the Mandalorian system.
It's pushing down, it's going to Scotland.
Is it Port Glasgow?
That's Capello.
Shithole. Grey, cloudy, wet, windy. Is it any wonder we're all fucking dour? Depressed. People with chips on their shoulders.
Is this the place he was at in that episode of the Book of Boba Fett?
I don't know. I can't remember. I've not seen it in about a year.
I think when they first admitted that he'd taken his helmet off.
Yeah, that was that not down underneath.
Was it?
Metal girders. Because that other bulky Mandalorian guy tried to fight him, didn't he?
Bulky.
With the...
I'm here to join you.
There's nothing left to join.
What of your plans to retake Mandalore?
When I returned without the Darksaber, my forces melted away,
Where is the stolen fleet?
making their way through the galaxy as mercenaries.
Oh dear.
Do you still have the saber?
I do.
Then you lead them. Wave that thing around, and they'll do whatever you say.
Quite an impressive room, that has to be said.
You gave up your designs to retake Mandalore?
Your cult gave up on Mandalore long before the Purge. Where were you then? The Children of the Watch and all the factions that came before fractured and shattered our people.
I am going to Mandalore, so that I may bathe in the living waters and be forgiven for my transgressions.
You are a fool.
I was about to say the same thing, to be
There's
fair.
nothing magic about the mines of Mandalore. They supplied Beskar ore to our ancestors, and the rest is superstition. That planet has been ravaged, plundered, and poisoned.
You said that the curse was a lie. Make up your mind.
If you want to go to the mines, they're beneath the Civic Center in the city of Sundari.
Thank you. And I will find out if the planet is really poisoned.
Goodbye, Din Djarin.
So she just sits there.
Yeah, she just sits like that, yeah. Leg up.
Hmm.
It's an impressive room, but a very boring idle existence.
Yeah.
Where's her fight? Where's her desire to go out and do something radical, revolutionary?
I'm glad we got a space battle on that, because that
Yeah.
was very exposition heavy. It's always the same with our first episode in a new season.
It was
isn't
slow.
It?
It was
Yeah,
slow.
it's really just reintroducing these characters again, reminding us. Basically, they were really referencing a lot of things that had already happened and where he's got to go. So expect episode 2 to pick up a little bit better, John. It was okay. It was a great episode in terms of just reintroducing the characters. Storyline wasn't anything magic or great or anything like exciting, but some great action sequences in there nevertheless.
Yeah. There was, the best stuff was, in terms of an action standpoint, obviously the space battles, you did say, Stephen, exhilarating, going through the sort of asteroid field. Get a reveal of that pirate guy whose name I forgot already.
He's just a dweeb though. He's just
I think
you might see him again, but he's
it
not going to be the main villain in this.
It could become a
Hopefully not.
thorn in his side, potentially, because he's jilted and I get the sense he's like a dog with a bone. He's not going to let go. But yeah, it was slow, that episode there. It reminded me of what The Mandalorian was like before, and also having watched Andor.
Yeah.
Sort of difference in
Andor
the genre.
started slow as well, John.
It did start slow, very slow, but it was all connected, Stephen. And as you did hint to, with Andor there was jeopardy.
Yeah.
You felt like if they make one mistake, the whole thing's gone. Even though we knew the way it was going to play out with this, they're trying to bring back the IG unit. And look, I'm a huge fan of Taika Waititi, and that character was great.
Yeah.
But he died. He sacrificed himself for the greater good. Obviously, Grogu handed over to Luke Skywalker. I hope they're not falling into the pitfalls that obviously the likes of Marvel have done before, where you remove all stakes, and then when something is meant to hit, and it's meant to be an emotional sucker punch later on, it doesn't, because you're thinking in the back of your head, they can just retcon it and bring them back. That's a dangerous path to go down.
Yep.
But look, it's classic Mandalorian.
Gideon, do you think we'll see him again, John?
I don't know, Stephen. They're mentioning him.
Yeah.
That he's been brought before. What was it, a New Republic
tribunal? I think this season needs that sort of stature for a nemesis.
Yeah.
Because this whole thing about him looking for forgiveness,
but
that's okay, but you need stakes in there. You need some terror in there as well. These pirates aren't cutting it for me. I'm
yeah,
afraid.
they're not. Absolutely not. There's no way he can be the main villain in this TV show. There's no chance. There has to be something greater going on. Stephen, I think it's also the journey of him and Grogu. Grogu becoming a sort of honorary Mandalorian. That's almost what they're going through here. They're walking the path of becoming a Mandalorian. He has to redeem himself, seek forgiveness, but Grogu's going to be buffed, almost baptised as a Mandalorian when they get there, and they will get there. But it reminded me, Stephen, of what the previous ones have been like, where it's almost episodic. EastEnders meet Star Wars, and it's done very well, don't get me wrong. Favreau knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a video game. Like you've got the main quest mission, and then you've got these little side quest missions. I need to go and do this before I can get this,
That's what I felt like.
to then
Doing
get
a
to
lot
this.
of travelling.
Yeah, doing a lot of travelling to get a piece to then rebuild the IG unit, to then travel with him to the planet of Mandalore, to find redemption. It's like it's all very compartmentalised. Boom, boom.
Rise of Skywalker.
It is, yeah. There's no fucking MacGuffin on that level, where it's like a fucking viewfinder in the belly of a snake to find the exact part of the Death Star to get this thing to go. That's another level of convoluted that hopefully we never see again in Star Wars. But Stephen, it was an enjoyable enough little first episode. It has been a long time. I actually forgot how long it was when you reminded me there at the start that it's been 2 years. It's been a long fucking time, so they had to reacquaint the audience with the character.
You get it though. They've had to obviously give us more content in the form of the Book of Boba Fett and Andor. And you've got to give that sort of breathing space between these stories as well. And it's one of the things that I'll commend Lucasfilm for with their television series, our web series. They've hit more than they've missed so far. You know, the Book of Boba Fett had moments in it that were okay, but it was more filler. It was they used that series to sort of introduce us to other characters.
Yeah, expand the universe out.
You know, Ahsoka, we're going to get her.
Yeah.
Series as well very shortly. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that.
And we'll see where it goes. But at the moment, it's back to where it all began. This is you've got to remember, The Mandalorian was the first one for Disney Plus before the Marvel stuff came out, before WandaVision and Loki etc. all came out. That was the one that sort of set the bar. And I'll admit, it took me maybe about 3-4 episodes into season 1 to get used to that format because we'd never seen it before. In Star Wars.
I think that's where we're at again here, because it has been quite a sizable gap. We're having to reacquaint ourselves, but we'll get there. It was enjoyable enough. There was some interesting stuff there. It was a little bit slow, but I'm sure as the story progresses throughout, it will ultimately be absolute gold again. But Stephen,
Pizza Hut will be coming after you. Of that.
But Stephen, for me, the best Mandalorian episode has still been the one, the Book of Boba Fett. Maybe aside from the finale of episode season 2, it's bizarre. The Book of Boba Fett show has delivered the best Mandalorian episode. It's fucking mad.
Yeah.
But some funny moments in there as well, has to be said. So we're back with a bang, as some little fat odious Lick Spittle would say over these ways. And that's all I'm going to go with for that one. People who know what I'm talking about will know what I'm talking about. Those who don't, it will go over their head like a whoosh. Whoosh. That's the way it should be. What is your thoughts on episode number 1, chapter number 17 of The Mandalorian, episode 1, season 3, chapter 17 of the entire sort of journey of Din Djarin and Grogu? I forget what the name of the actual chapter was. Was it the Apostle or something like that? I can't remember. It wasn't the Apostle, wasn't it? What was it called? Doesn't matter. They named it.
He said it in the actual one of his lines as well, but I can't remember.
I can't remember either. That may be a sign that I'm losing my marbles.
That's because you can just put a wee flash on there with the actual
title. Yes, I'll do that.
It's right there, guys.
That's what it's called. I'll put it in the actual fucking headline, the actual title of the video. I'll do, but Disney can't do. Share your thoughts down below about that. Where were you at in terms of experiencing the actual episode? Do you agree because it was a little bit slow at times? Are they removing the stakes of jeopardy from the sort of story, the overarching story? Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Share your thoughts now, reaction. Anything you feel compelled to share can go down below in the comment section. I thought you were doing that there, Stephen. And I got thoughts of a little Feyenoord fan doing that to the Ajax fans from about 20 years ago. What a fucking shot that was. Little 5-year-old guys just giving like that. They hated. Love it, man. I love the Dutch. Brilliant people. They're like us, but better. Share your thoughts down below about that. Anything you feel compelled to share can go down there. You can also like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon too. Get notifications straight to your eyeballs. All that's left to be said. Tell your sister you were right. It's thank you for watching us. And until the next time, me and Stephen are done. Bye-bye.